Let's welcome anchor Robert Keston. Robert believes in universal human rights and has dedicated crucial years of his life to the integration of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights around the world. He conceptualized the UN Decade of Human Rights in Education and is now the executive director of Stonewall National Museum, Archives, and Library. Robert, the 2025 Stonewall Standing on the Shoulders of Heroes Gala celebrates with icons on March 1st. Tell me what's happening.
Well, the Standing on the Shoulders of Heroes Gala will take place, as you said, on Saturday, March 1st at 6 p.m. at the venue in Wilton. It's hosted by us, and the event will celebrate LGBTQ leaders and their contributions to our community. Diana Nyad, the swimmer who was featured in the film Nyad last year, which was up for an Academy Award, will also be attending the event. And this year's honoree is Tristan Schukraft, who is the founder of Mr. and now Trist Hotels and a wide range of other LGBTQ properties across the United States. And the late Edie Windsor, whose Supreme Court case helped secure federal recognition for same-sex marriage, will be inducted into our Standing on the Shoulders of Heroes global exhibition. Her widow, Judith Kasen-Windsor, will accept the honor on Edie's behalf. And for details, please visit stonewall-museum.org. So we're excited. We expect a couple of other named people to show up as well, but we're not at liberty to say who those are right now. And unlike Stonewall before, we keep having well-known people showing up at our space. So not too long ago, what's his name? Alan Cumming showed up, and then Don Lemon showed up, yep. And now, what's his name? The comedian, book writer.
Frank Tuccaro?
No. Funny hair, big glasses, was on Hollywood Square.
Oh,
Charles Nelson Riley.
He's dead.
Who else has big?
But you would know him if I could think of him, but I just can't. It went right out of my head. But he's coming in March to read from his brand new book called "It Wasn't a Good Idea at the Time."
Bruce
Valanche.
Bruce
Valanche.
Oh, okay.
And already, as of today, we have like almost 60 or 70 RSVPs.
Wow.
So it's very exciting to see how important our culture is and how important our history is to people in this community, especially since Florida has absolutely led the way of being ground zero facing our community.
You know, we've sat around this table and we've talked a lot about, the heroes and standing on the shoulders of heroes before, especially in the LGBTQ community. And it just makes me think that this type of event is a wonderful thing to get those younger individuals out there to learn and to help educate them.
History. You have to know the history.
A sponsor that could sponsor all the youth to come to that event, right? To be part of that and see that grow from that one event.
It would be. There is no way for us to go forward unless we know where we've been, because every single thing that we need to do has been done by our community, and our community has really set the standard now for most of the other movements that are going on. We took all those movements, civil rights, women's rights, and we coalesced them in a way that makes it prepared for the 21st century. But unless we know where we came from, we do not know how to go forward. And the best example I can think of is, had we learned our lessons from Anita Bryant, there would have been no DeSantis. But we didn't learn those lessons, or we didn't learn them well enough, and we became complacent and we became apathetic. And when that happens, the worst rises. But this event should remind us of all that we can do to turn things around and have the bright future that we all hoped for.
Because you think about the adversary they were in the times of their lives, in their youth, and compared to, in some cases, they'd say it was worse than we are today.
And think of the stuff we lived through too, that we lived through.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's an important event, but again, just the fact of honoring our history when there is such a movement to erase our history, there could not be a better time to support the event. So, best of luck. I know it's always
and
a
the
great
museum
event.
and the archives, because we are the national collector
Right.
of this stuff. Very few other organizations collect nationally. Most of them collect regionally. So we have things from all over the United States, and if something happens to those things are not replaceable.
Yeah.
The library isn't replaceable.
Absolutely.
Queer News Tonight looks forward to seeing you at the Standing on the Shoulders of Heroes Gala on March 1st.
Thank you.